Meghan Markle, Duchess of Drama, curator of flower sprinkles and $12 herbal tea, she launched the second product drop from her lifestyle brand as ever with a promise. This time there would be more stock. This time customers wouldn't be left fuming in virtual queues. This time she'd be prepared.
Dad, are you gonna
Well, she wasn't. Because once again, in an almost laughably predictable twist, her products sold out in minutes, leaving fans frustrated. And Meghan Markle, somewhere in Montecito, presumably sipping on her own rosé wine, saying, whoops. So what went wrong, Meghan Markle? Let's get to the crunch. Firstly, this is your friendly little reminder to hit the subscribe button, as it really does help the Crown Crunch channel to blossom. Just weeks ago, Meghan assured everyone that as ever's next launch would be different. In her own words, she said that they were more prepared and they had more inventory. She even acknowledged how frustrating it was for people when items sold out instantly.
Because I knew that I had a decision to make, which came down to what is our timeline to be able to restock these products that we had? Well, we can restock what we had at those same quantities, but then I'll have another sellout.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want that for people. I think scarcity is great if it happens organically at the onset, but at a certain point, even being consumer minded, I would be fatigued if that kept happening and I was going to a website. So I said, okay, let's take this opportunity to grow, to have exponentially more SKUs as well as more inventory. And that's what we've been doing. We were
very self-aware, very curated, very un-Meghan-like. But then the exact same thing that happened with the first drop happened again. The $14 crepe mix, gone. The $12 lemon and ginger tea, vamoosed. The flower sprinkles, yes, literally dried petals in a jar for $15, snapped up like it was the last toilet roll in a lockdown situation. Even the shortbread cookie mix and the limited edition apricot jam disappeared within hours. Let's be clear, this isn't some cute side hustle on Etsy. This is a celebrity-backed, fully staffed, well-funded lifestyle brand. Meghan isn't foraging the apricots herself, and yet here we are again. Let's be honest, when everything sells out in under 4 hours, it's not a mistake, it's a strategy. Scarcity marketing. The oops, we're just too popular play. It's the same trick luxury brands use to make you think that a $28 jar of honey is a must-have. It's the rarer it feels, the more you want it, even if you have perfectly good honey in your cupboard already. It's hard not to suspect this was the plan all along. Whip up demand, frustrate enough people, then pat yourself on the back for being overwhelmingly successful. It's PR with a pinch of manipulation and maybe a floral garnish. Here's where it's stopping being funny and starts being a little bit disrespectful. Real people, actual fans, woke up early, refreshed their screens and waited patiently for their artisanal cookie mix and tea. And these are loyal supporters who believe in Meghan's vision, in her narrative and in her California soft luxury dream. And what did they get? Another website meltdown, another digital ghost town, another sold out message before they could finish typing in their shipping address. Even People magazine noted how Meghan's reaction was shocked by how fast everything sold out. Meghan said before that she did not want her fans feeling frustrated again, and yet she let them down again. Arguably, she could have just not tried to empathize with her fans in an interview about how frustrating it was, because it really, really is making her company look incompetent, her brand look incompetent, or her look inauthentic, which I think is probably more the case, actually. The whole unavailable chic vibe is getting tired. Now, there's a line between creating buzz and alienating your audience, while simultaneously making yourself look very inauthentic. And Meghan is starting to flirt with the wrong side of it. Customers can smell when they're being played, even if the packaging says hand harvested and comes with a story about heirloom herbs and slow living. This launch, while certainly buzzy, doesn't feel premium. It feels like performance. And fans are starting to notice. At some point, you have to ask, is this a lifestyle brand or is it just a very expensive PR illusion? So, if you're one of the unlucky fans left staring at an out-of-stock page for the second time, maybe take comfort in this. You didn't miss out on Meghan Markle's flower sprinkles. You dodged a soft-focused branding trap. As ever, more like a big con. Now, someone said in the comments on one of these articles exactly what we're all thinking. They said, yep, all 4 of them sold. That's a question everyone keeps asking in the comments. What was the inventory? How many of each product was there? Because if there's only one and she bought it, it's not really difficult to sell out of everything. Someone else said, you'd have to be stupid if you're considering ordering from Meghan. Cut out the middleman and go straight to Temu. This woman is a joke. Quite right. Yes, how luxury are these items actually if she's making them on a larger scale? Which she's trying to get as much money. We've recently talked about how their financial situation is not exactly stable, so they need money. This is the lowest of the low way to get money, is to sell a cheap product as if it was a luxury product. Someone said a very, very interesting point, and now so this is something I really know nothing about, so let me know in the comments what you think. Is she aware of how long it takes to produce a really good wine? Does she know all about the way vines are cultivated, tended, etc.? Which course did she take and where? The amount of BS flowing from this woman is becoming even bigger. Now, I do think Meghan is an expert in wine, and that is drinking wine. She's no expert in making wine. She's as much of an expert in making wine as I am an expert in trigonometry. So how good is the quality of this wine going to be? Let me know down in the comments if you know anything about this, because it is a topic that I don't really know much about, but I do not think that you can just whip up a great wine in a couple of weeks for the next launch. Hit like if you think that some of Meghan's fans may be losing faith with this recent scandal. Push the subscribe button to keep more episodes coming. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss a future episode, and we will see you down in the comments.